We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Now Gibson. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now a give running left. It is Stevenson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On play action, here's May. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That is caught. What a throw. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10.
Let's go.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Higgins sent in motion. On second down, it's Nix. He's going to tuck it and go. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete. It's Jalen Polk. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's Gibson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Once again, it's Walker. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They put Pickens in motion. A first down throw for Nix. That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jelani Tavai.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over at first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Off the play fake, it's May. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Throwing on third down is May. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Here's Bryce Baringer now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Set. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That pickup good for 29 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Come on, set.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. Throwing, Nix. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So after 1, the Patriots out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment.
Ready up.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. We'll set up the screen for Gibson. Finding space at the 40.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
To throw on 1st down is May. He'll get this complete. It's Polk over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New England.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. He was trying to get it to Jalen Polk that time. And it'll be second down. Throwing now is May. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Polk. Touchdown, Patriots.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Broncos 7. Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down. Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
4th down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 40.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, smash, smash. Check smash. Hey.
Here's Stevenson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going. It's May. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run here with Gibson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. On 4th down, out comes Joey Slye for the Patriots field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
19 targets, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Bronco. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Warrior 70. Ready? Ready, right?
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Higgins sent in motion. Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. Third and goal.
Let's go now.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Come on. Set. 18, run. 18, run.
May now on first and 10. Oh, he pumps up the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
On the set.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go.
From out of the gun, here's May. Open man downfield, it's Baker. He is in. Javon Baker. Touchdown, New England. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Patriots are out to a 21-10 lead.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Working free downfield, that's Holt. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
18 on the play. First down, New England.
Throwing is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
May to the air once more. Throwing right, it's taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a check down. Gibson out of the backfield. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Patriots.
May to throw again. That is caught at the 3. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Patriots are on top as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They motion a receiver right. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Play action now. It's Nix. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go play action with May.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's May. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers.
And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Patriots are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
Higgins sent in motion.
Check out.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught downfield by Harrison. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good for a Denver
Let's go down.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line.
Brings up second and
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set.
Higgins sent in motion. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 5.
19 seconds. 19 seconds. Go. Hut.
Off the play fake, here's May. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, New England.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Let's go. Ready.
On play action, here's May. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Ready. Viking 18.
Now Gibson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Ready up.
A carry now for Gibson. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Check go.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard. following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll go play action with Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2nd and a yard. From out of the gun, here's May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go. 65 back. 65.
To throw now, May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Man in motion, heading left. Straight ahead, it's Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Higgins sent in motion.
Set, go.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, it's May. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Mustang 19.
Higgins sent in motion.
Go.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He's got it! And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. May now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go. Here's May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Pats first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. May to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Third and short. And here is May. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Patriots 31, Broncos 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Higgins sent in motion. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots 40.
Shaheed in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Stop below 18.
Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Stevenson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.